Since coronavirus has been a huge problem since 2020, I had a lot of time to do whatever the hell I want. That includes making cringy YouTube videos, making unfunny memes, and making myself a weeb. Now, for those of you who don't know, weeb stands for an anime dork, which describes someone that's stupidly addicted to anime. I watched Dragon Ball initially. Doraemon, does Doraemon count as an anime? Yeah, I don't know. I'll check it later. But none of those shows can compare to how much I love Mob Psycho 100. Mob Psycho 100 is a show that was directly created by the creator of Saitama, Yusuke Murata. Actually, I should check for a second. Who the hell is One? The reason why I mentioned the creator of One Punch Man is because how identical the art style of the show is. This is almost identical to the ones in One Punch Man. It's not just me, right? I even go so far to say it's amazing. Not just the art style though, the story, the actions, the characters. This is one of the most well-written shows I've ever come across besides My Hero Academia. If you ask me to talk about My Hero Academia, I would, but it's not really my type. Too overrated for my taste. Going back to Mob, the show is and will always be my all-time favorite anime. If you really want to know why, you guys should watch it yourself. You can know why right now is because I'm about to dive into some spoilers, starting with the animations. Now, if you want to talk about weird, bizarre, but cool-looking animated shows, I can choose between JoJo or Mob. And what makes Mob Psycho 100 interesting is the way it's all animated. To describe it, it's basically an anime manga moving. Like, how did they do that? The rough sketches and the colors, how do they resemble to a real manga, just moving? It's very hard to believe because most anime fight scenes are very bright and more, how do we put this? Unreal. Yeah, I don't have a proper word, but we have to agree that the animation is rough/sketchy in the best way possible. Not just the fight scenes though. The way the characters and spirits move are just beautiful, especially the walking style. It's very standard for anime walking styles are nice, but there's something about this show, the animation, that makes it so special. It's just very beautiful. For ratings for the animations, I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Next, we move on to the most important thing to a show. Of course, it's a good plot and a good story. And unluckily for us, the story is amazing. I can even go so far to say it's the best thing I've ever come across. It's a very simple plot with a few amazing arcs and plenty of room for cool fight scenes and character drama. We'll get into the character dramas later. If you want me to explain the entire show in one video, I can do that, but as of now, I don't want to edit like a 30-minute video. So, let me do it in a nutshell. A boy named Shigeo Kageyama, nicknamed Mob, has probably the most powerful psychic powers in the entire world. It's so powerful, in fact, that it scares him. So he went to a psychic therapist, Arataka Reagan, to help him. So Mob works with him to hunt down ghosts and spirits to exorcise them along the way. They met Green Glob, Dimple, Teriyuki Hanazawa, and of course, how can we not forget about the Body Improvement Club? Oh yeah, so puff, so hard like a watermelon. Teriyuki Hanazawa then finds out there's a group named Claw wants to take over the Espers / Psychics to conquer the world, so they stop them. But that only happens in season 2. Let me catch my breath for a second. Okay. A year later, when they almost stopped Claw, Reagan wants to expand his business to make it bigger, but he never realized what he's doing to Mob. So he hates himself and the internet hates him. This is because he was exposed to not having any powers. Then Claw was about to destroy the world, then Mob comes in and goes freaking psycho on the mastermind behind all this. Then a giant broccoli grows due to how powerful Mob is. Oh boy. I assure you, the plot may seem big, but take my word, it is not. It is enjoyable, funny, and very action-packed. Also somewhat depressing and emotional. I say why is because the characters also give the story a lot of drama, depressing stuff. So the story, I'll give it a 10 out of 10. No joke. The characters of Mob Psycho 100 is a very well written and interesting. I'm going to explain 3 of them as an analysis pattern. Don't judge me, okay? There's a lot of characters with interesting stuff, but I'm gonna focus on 3 of the most interesting characters. Starting with Mob, age 14, appearance, bold cut hair, and Japanese middle school uniform. He can also be seen wearing sportswear and a blue or yellow hoodie. His personality is kind-hearted. He will never use his powers to attack people. He can only do so if his power percentage go over to 100 or an unstable percentage. I'll get into that later. Caring, he gives more than he takes. Hardworking, he never uses his powers for his selfish desires. Instead, he works hard to get whatever he wants. His powers, the reason why he doesn't use his powers that often is because of an accident he did when he was a child. Mob and his bro Ritsu were bullied by 3 middle schoolers. They grabbed Ritsu demanding for money. Mob then tries to attack them, but in the end, attacked his brother. Whoops. There are 3 stages of how much his powers can go, that Mob can release his powers. Number 1, his 100% form. This is a form where his emotions go wild. Since his powers is directly connected with his emotions, the angrier he gets, the stronger his powers go. 1000% is a percentage that happens when his powers get transferred to someone else. But it has its limits. Using it too much, it can deactivate the effect. Now, the unstable percentage. This is a percentage when he can't control his powers. For instance, when he was unconscious. An alter ego freaking takes over his body to finish what he didn't. Like teaching Taruki how to stop using his powers as a selfish arc. What makes him so special? Well, of course he's the main protagonist, but he was blessed with destructive powers. But did he use it that often? No. He chooses not to display his powers and work hard to achieve his goals. Also, he liked takoyaki. Dimple. Dimple is a spirit who used to be an evil till Mob tells him to stop doing it or he will die. So now, he's some sort of partner in crime. His age is unknown, so let's move on. Appearance. Basically like a green slime. His muscle form makes him buff and somewhat adorable. I don't know, I'm just weird. Personality. Secretive. He's like a mischievous fox. He keeps a lot of secrets, I guess. Caring. He always helps the people in need and he's a good listener. He can talk to anyone when they're feeling down or something, yeah. Powers. He used to be able to become a muscular form that can kill anyone, but after his powers got absorbed, all he can do now is just possess people and X-ray vision. X-ray vision. What the f***? History. He used to be an evil spirit that scared people in haunted place till a certain someone tries to eat him. It's not Mob, I just forget the name. Yeah, I should check later. Years later, he disguised himself as a god of 4 happiness. He kidnapped people who are sad to make them laugh, only to be stopped by Mob. What makes him special? He's one of the few spirits that ever become good and be friends with humans. Also, he's a freaking perv. Reagan Arataka, age 27 or 28 years old. Appearance, grey suit with a pink tie. Let's not get details. Personality, a genius. He's so dang smart, bro. I don't know how he does it. He's like, I don't know how to describe his brain. It's just smart. Moving on. Cool. He's so good at roasting people, man. Like, goddamn. I can show you a quick clip right now. His powers. He is a normal human being, but he may seem like a normal human being on the outside. But he can he can do the soul punch and the unexpected punch, the knee kick, and the foam that can summon his greatest weapon, Mob. It's funnier when you watch the damn show. History. He quitted his job because he's like, nah, I'm gonna go kill ghosts. What makes him special? He's a wisecracker. And I'm just gonna talk about 3 of them, because there's just too many characters for me to get into if people who can't understand what the heck I just said, I tried my best, but if you really want to know more about the characters, I suggest watching the show or go to the Wikipedia page in the link in the description. For the characters, a 9 out of 10. Conclusion, this show is very enjoyable with a bunch of great ideas being tossed around and awesome action scenes that are perfectly executed. So slowly turn this video off, open Netflix, search it up, and enjoy. Oh wait, you guys are still here. I'll give the show a 15 out of 10. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you're still here, I hope you like this video. Tell me if you want more videos like this, or consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys next time, and be sure to share this video if you want.